Hey, this is Andrew Brown, and we are at the start of our journey asking the most important questions first, which is what is the Azure AI Engineer Associate? So, this certification, also known as the AI-102, is an AI certification, as the name implies, focusing on two things: the managed AI services and working with large language models. Okay? So, I just want to warn you that if you're taking a Microsoft Azure exam, they are very code and script driven heavy. You'll probably see code in your exam. So, developer knowledge is a must, but you're in good hands because my background is a developer and we open as much code as we can to make sure that you are prepared. Consider this certification if you want to directly learn how to work with OpenAI's large language models. Now, there are other models available in the Azure AI Studio, and we actually do launch them just for fun, but they're not on the exam, and these are the ones they want you to know. If you want to have deep knowledge on implementing Azure's managed AI offerings, or you want to know how to work with RAGs and vector databases, or if you're a cloud engineer upskilling to take on AI engineering responsibilities, probably more focused on Gen AI because at the time of this video, that's what people are interested in. So let's take a look at our Azure roadmap. And so this is kind of the recommended path. Now, this is not all of the Azure certs because I cannot fit them all on the screen, but these are the ones that are in your purview. So you should start with the AZ900, take that AI 900, and then move on to the AI 102. Now, the AI 900 covers both the certifications in lighter formats, whereas the AI engineer is focusing more on those managed AI services. Luckily, if you've taken my AI 900, you'll be very well prepared for the Azure AI engineer because I did so much more and beyond programmatically here, basically almost helping you pass the AI engineer at this level. But I've gone way more deeper in the AI engineer with the managed services and a lot on Gen AI because that is what people are really looking for. Let's talk about how long it will take to pass this exam. Well, if you're a beginner, about 24 hours. That means that you've never taken the Azure exam before, you never worked with LLMs or AI services, you don't have experience with Python. Maybe you have cloud experience, but not programmatically and not with Azure exams or LLM AI services. Probably longer than 24 hours. It could take you up to 40 hours, to be honest, but it just really depends on you. For the experienced person, they have taken the AI 900, they have worked with Python code, they have basic familiarity with LLMs and AI managed services. It'll be 12 hours. If you took my AI 900 course, you're probably looking at 6 hours because I really helped you out. But anyway, you're looking at about 14 hours average study time, 50% lecture and labs, 50% practice exams. I recommend spreading the workload out across 2 weeks, 1 to 2 hours a day. Take your time. Do not try to rush it in a couple days. You'll not remember it. But that's that. What does it take to pass the exam? Watch the lecture videos. Do the hands-on labs, okay? It's very, very important because, especially with Azure, documentation does not often match the APIs, and the APIs do not match the console. Azure likes to move quick and break things, and so if you really want to understand what's going on, you have to do those hands-on labs. Even my labs might break, even though I've done them 4, 5, 6, 7 times. The Azure is weird, where it's like you might think you have something perfectly built, but it just decides not to work. So just be patient there and don't get stressed. Do paid online practice exams to simulate the real exam. And so you can go over to exampro.co/AI102 to get those additional practice exams. We give you one for free on the platform, but buy those additional ones. It's going to help you on the exam. It's going to help me to make more certification courses for free for everybody. Let's take a look at the content outline. So there are the following domains. We have plan and manage an Azure AI solution, implement content moderation solutions, implement computer vision solutions, implement natural language processing solutions, implement knowledge mining and document intelligence solutions, implement generative AI solutions. And remember that each domain has its own weighting. This is determined with how many questions in a domain. Notice that Azure has ranges for their freaking sections. It's very frustrating. You never know how many questions you're going to get on the exam. I don't know why they do this. I do not like that as a testing practice, but that's just how Azure rolls. Where you can take this exam? In an in-person test center or from online from the convenience of your own home. Microsoft delivers their exams via Pearson VUE Online or the Pearson VUE network of test centers. So there might be a school or a private place that has a computer lab. They might have a test center partnered with Pearson VUE. You go there, you give them your ID, and you use their facilities to sit the exam. If I had to choose, I would always do it in a test center because it's so much less stressful and less things will go wrong. These exams are proctored, meaning someone is watching you as you do the exam to make sure you do not cheat. So no funny business when you're doing these exams. And this is not the correct graphic here. I guess it just kind of got filled in wrong, but that's okay. The passing grade here is 700 out of 1,000 points. So you need around 70% to pass. Azure uses scaled scoring. So just be aware of that, that even if you get 70%, you could still fail. So aim for 85%, and that's what's going to help you out. There are about 40 to 60 questions on this exam. That means that you get 12 to 18 questions wrong. There are no penalties for wrong questions. You're looking at multiple choice, multiple answer, drag and drop, yes and no, and more. So probably case studies, and Azure just has so many different kinds of question types. So just be prepared for that. The duration of the exam is 100 minutes. You get 1 minute per question. No, a bit more than that. I would say like 1.5 minutes, something like that. So the exam time is 100 minutes. The seat time is 130 minutes. Seat time refers to the amount of time you should allocate for the exam. This includes the time to review the instructions, show online proctor your workspace, read and accept the NDA, complete the exam, provide feedback at the end. This certification is valid for 12 months. So that means it has a 1 year 1 year period before you have to recertify. That sounds intense, except Azure lets you do renewals for free. Okay, so hopefully that gives you an idea of what's going on here. We are going to look at the exam guide much closer in the next video. And I just want to point out that the way I make my content is I love to show you everything, and that includes mistakes. So notice here that there was minor mistakes, and I'm correcting them as we go. This is going to be the same thing when we do our lab content. The reason why I do that is that, especially when we're working with Azure, things never go as expected. I could do the same lab 3, 4, 5 times, and every single time I'm going to get a different result. So it's very important that I show you the troubleshooting so that when you get stuck, you can do it too, okay? But yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.